As voice search grows in popularity, many marketers are struggling to show up over spoken search. Optimizing a page or blog post for voice over traditional searches comes with its own host of requirements. I'm Dave Meyer of BusyWeb, and here are some tips for optimizing your website for voice search. Tip 1. Page speed. What do all the top voice search results have in common? They all have a fast load speed, 52% faster than the average page. Page speed clearly has a major role in voice search SEO. It's worth making sure that your site is up to snuff by following our tips for improving site speed. 1. Removing redundant or useless text from your code, such as commas, spaces, unused code, comments, etc. 2. Resizing and optimizing your images. 3. Enabling site compression. And 4. Reducing the number of redirects. Following these speed tips is a good measure to improve your website overall, as well as giving you a leg up on showing up in voice search. Tip 2. Search intent and title optimization. Before you can create standout results over voice, you need to understand the intent behind those searches. Yoast breaks down all the search intent into 5 basic categories of needs: informational, navigational, transactional, commercial, and keyword. Determining the need behind why people are searching is the first part of your keyword research to determine the right phases for voice search. It's also important to optimize your titles with voice search in mind. This means in the form of a question. Think about how you use voice search. Typically, people ask a specific question like, what is the best home assistant? Frame your topic in the form of a question for the best possible title. Tip 3. Answer length. When it comes to voice search, shorter is better. According to a Backlinkio study of 10,000 Google Home results, Google prefers a short, concise answer to voice search queries. The typical voice search result is only 29 words in length. If you're aiming to rank for voice search, condense your answer to under 29 words and into its own paragraph, and make sure it's the very first thing on the page. This doesn't mean that your page should only be 29 words long. Consider your introductory paragraph the full summary. Anyone browsing on the desktop or mobile can see your full page, but voice searchers will only hear the first section at most. Tip 4. Mobile-friendly is voice-friendly. Since a huge chunk of voice searches come from mobile devices, it's vital that your content be friendly to mobile users. In general, your content and website should be built with mobile in mind. Just this year, Google announced their searches are now mobile first, meaning Google predominantly uses the mobile version of the content for indexing and ranking. If your website is mobile responsive, you should already be covered. However, if your website has 2 URLs, one that serves to desktop and one that serves to mobile, you'll want to make the following changes. First, your mobile site should contain the same content as your desktop site. Second, structured data should be present on both versions of your site. And finally, metadata should be present on both versions of the site as well. Tip 5. Follow SEO best practices. Above all, voice search is an extension of regular SEO and requires many of the same standards. Before optimizing a page for voice search, make sure you're following Google's best practices for content with these 5 SEO steps. Step 1. Include the keyword or keywords in your title. Step 2. Include keywords in your URL. Step 3. Follow best practice guidelines for formatting. We have a separate blog on how to do this, and there's a link in the description of this video for your reference. Step 4. Use alt attributes on images. And Step 5. Write authentically. In fact, content that ranks highly in desktop searches is also likely to appear as a voice search answer. Approximately 75% of voice search results rank in the top 3 results for that query. When optimizing for voice search, your best option is to take content that's already performing well in search results and make it even better. As well as ensuring it's up to web SEO standards, making a few tweaks for voice search will up your chances of a home assistant picking out your content. Need new digital marketing or web design plans? BusyWeb is a Minneapolis-based digital marketing, HubSpot, inbound marketing, and web design agency. Stop on by and get started. And while you're here, pick up a free honey stick. Yes, we do love our bee-related themes.